That's not the finest hour of my life. With that being said, you make your bed, you lay in it. Okay, so you can't even say what were you thinking, because you weren't thinking.
These 23 black celebrities had it all: fame, fortune, perfect relationships, and then they threw it all away by cheating. From secret babies to scandals that destroyed careers, today we're exposing the biggest cheaters in Hollywood history. And we're starting with a comedian who turned his biggest mistake into a Netflix docuseries. 1. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is one of the funniest guys in Hollywood, but his personal life hasn't always been so funny. Back in 2017, Kevin made headlines for all the wrong reasons when it came out that he cheated on his wife, Eniku Parrish. What made it even worse? Eniku was pregnant with their son at the time. Yeah, it was bad. A video leaked online showing Kevin with another woman in a hotel room. The internet went wild, and people couldn't believe he would do this while his wife was expecting. Kevin later admitted that someone was trying to extort him with the video. Instead of paying them off, Kevin came clean and posted a public apology on Instagram. You could see how guilty he felt. He said he made a bad error in judgment and took full responsibility. But Eniku wasn't having it. She was heartbroken and humiliated, but she decided to stay with Kevin and work through the betrayal. The couple talked openly about it in the Netflix docuseries Kevin Hart, Don't F This Up. What's crazy is that Kevin had already been through a messy divorce with his first wife, Torrey Hart, partly because of cheating rumors. You'd think he would have learned his lesson. But Kevin admitted he let fame get to his head and didn't have the people around him to keep him in check. After the scandal, Kevin tried to turn things around. He became more open about his mistakes and even used it as part of his comedy material. Eniku eventually forgave him, but she made it clear that she wouldn't tolerate it again. 2. Usher. Usher has always been known as a smooth R&B singer, but his love life has been pretty messy. When he was married to Tamika Foster, things were already complicated because people thought he left his longtime girlfriend Chili from TLC for her. But the real drama started when Tamika accused Usher of cheating on her with one of her bridesmaids. Yup, during their marriage. Their relationship was full of fights, jealousy, and court battles. Eventually, the couple divorced in 2009, and things got even worse for Usher. In 2017, Usher was hit with multiple lawsuits from people claiming that he exposed them to herpes without telling them. Some of these people said they had romantic relationships with him while he was still with Tamika. These lawsuits made huge headlines because Usher was accused of paying one woman $1.1 million to settle out of court. After that, 3 more people, including a man, came forward saying Usher didn't inform them of his SDT status. Usher never confirmed whether he had herpes, but his legal team fought back, saying some of the claims were false. Fans were shocked because Usher always had a good guy image. But these cheating and health scandals really damaged his reputation. He stayed quiet for the most part, choosing not to publicly talk about the lawsuits in detail. 3. Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are known as one of Hollywood's power couples now, but their relationship hit a major bump in 2013 when Dwayne admitted to fathering a baby with another woman while he and Gabrielle were on a break. Dwayne was in a relationship with Gabrielle for years, but during a rough patch, they decided to take some time apart. During that break, Dwayne had a fling with an old friend, Aya Metoyer, which resulted in a baby boy named Xavier. When news of the break baby came out, people were shocked. Some thought it was just an excuse for cheating, while others defended him, saying it technically wasn't cheating since they were on a break. But for Gabrielle, it was a public embarrassment. She didn't leave him, though. Instead, they worked through it and got married the following year. Dwayne has openly admitted that telling Gabrielle about the baby was one of the hardest things he's ever done. He said it nearly broke their relationship. Gabrielle later revealed in her book that she felt like her soul had been shattered, but she chose to forgive him because they both wanted to build a future together. 4. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant will always be remembered as one of the greatest basketball players ever, but his life off the court had some serious drama. In 2003, Kobe was accused of sexually assaulting a hotel employee in Colorado. This wasn't just a small scandal, it was massive. The media went crazy, and it felt like the whole world was watching to see what would happen. Kobe denied the assault, but admitted that he did cheat on his wife, Vanessa Bryant, with the woman. He claimed that the encounter was consensual, but the damage to his marriage and reputation was already done. His private life became public overnight. There were court cases, interviews, and a ton of gossip. Vanessa was seen supporting Kobe through the whole process, but you could tell it wasn't easy. Kobe even bought her a $4 million apology ring, like literally a diamond the size of a small country. He said it was his way of showing how sorry he was, but everyone knew trust isn't something you can just buy back. The criminal case was eventually dropped because the woman didn't want to testify, but Kobe still faced a civil lawsuit, which was settled out of court. Even though he was never found guilty, the cheating was real, and it haunted him for years. Over time, Kobe worked hard to repair his marriage and his image. He and Vanessa stayed together, had more kids, and built a strong family. But that scandal is still one of the darkest chapters of his life. 5. Carmelo Anthony. Carmelo Anthony and Lala Anthony were once the ultimate power couple. She was a TV star, and he was an NBA superstar. But behind the fancy red carpet photos, their relationship was full of cheating rumors. For years, people whispered that Carmelo wasn't being loyal. In 2017, things blew up when it was reported that Carmelo had gotten another woman pregnant. The rumors said he had a secret baby with a woman who was not his wife. This was a huge slap in the face for Lala, who had stood by him through so much. After this news came out, Lala separated from him. Even though Carmelo denied a lot of the cheating rumors, the evidence kept piling up. People spotted him on yachts with other women, and social media was quick to call him out every time. It got to the point where cheating rumors were always attached to his name. Lala eventually filed for divorce in 2021 after years of trying to make it work. She said she just couldn't take the disrespect anymore. Carmelo's cheating not only messed up his marriage, but also hurt his image as a family man. The sad part is, they were such a fan-favorite couple, and people really rooted for them. But sometimes, too many second chances just don't work. 6. Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is known for his comedy and playing multiple characters in movies, but his love life has always been messy. During his marriage to Nicole Mitchell Murphy, Eddie was hit with constant cheating rumors. It felt like every other week there was a story about Eddie being seen with another woman. Nicole stood by him for years, even when people around her kept warning about his affairs. But it wasn't a secret that Eddie liked to live the wild party life. He had fame, money, and attention from women everywhere, and he didn't always make the smartest choices. Eventually, the cheating became too much for Nicole. After 13 years of marriage and 5 kids, she filed for divorce in 2005. People close to them said it was mainly because of Eddie's infidelities and the fact that he didn't even try to hide them anymore. Even after their divorce, Eddie kept up his reputation as a ladies' man. He was involved in more flings and even had a brief relationship with former Spice Girl Mel B, which led to a paternity test for their daughter. Eddie's cheating didn't really ruin his career, but it did damage his image as a loyal partner. Nicole moved on and later made headlines herself when she was caught kissing married director Antoine Fuqua. Seems like messy love triangles never left their world. 7. Lamar Odom. Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian were once everyone's favorite couple. They got married super fast after just a month of dating, and for a while, it looked like a fairy tale. But behind the scenes, Lamar was living a totally different life, full of cheating and drugs. Lamar later admitted that he cheated on Khloe for the entire marriage. He said he couldn't even count how many times he had affairs. He was out partying, hooking up with other women, and lying to Chloe constantly. At first, she tried to believe in him and even stayed by his side when his drug addiction became public. But the cheating was just too much. What made it worse is that Lamar didn't even try to hide his affairs at some point. He was caught by paparazzi multiple times with random women. Chloe filed for divorce in 2013, but when Lamar overdosed in a Nevada brothel in 2015, she paused the divorce to help him recover. She was still there for him, even though he had betrayed her so badly. Lamar later admitted in interviews that he regrets how badly he treated Chloe and that his cheating and addiction were his biggest mistakes. But by then, it was too late. Chloe had moved on and the marriage was over. 8. T.I. T.I. and Tiny Harris have been together for years, but their relationship has always been full of drama because of T.I.'s cheating. T.I. admitted publicly that he cheated on Tiny multiple times, and there have been so many rumors about him messing around with other women that people lost count. Tiny stood by him through a lot, but even she had limits. In 2016, she filed for divorce after T.I. was caught cheating again, this time rumored to be with a woman from their reality show. T.I. would always try to make it up with grand gestures and sweet talk, but the cheating never stopped. Their marriage has been on and off, with both of them airing out their issues on social media and reality TV. Tiny has said in interviews that she got tired of being disrespected. T.I. once said that as a man, he made a bunch of foolish decisions, but tried to justify it by saying, "That's how men are wired," which didn't sit well with fans. Even though they've had their good moments and worked things out publicly, the shadow of T.I.'s infidelity has always followed them. T.I. wasn't the only superstar whose cheating almost ruined a power couple image. Up next, we've got a rap legend who cheated on the Queen herself, Beyoncé. 9. Jay-Z. When you think of celebrity power couples, Jay-Z and Beyoncé are at the top, but even they had major issues behind closed doors. Jay-Z cheated on Beyoncé, and it wasn't just a rumor. He admitted it himself in his music and interviews. The world found out when Beyoncé dropped her album Lemonade in 2016. The entire album was like a giant middle finger to Jay-Z's cheating. Songs like Sorry and the famous line Becky with the good hair made it clear he had been unfaithful. Fans went crazy trying to figure out who Becky was, but Beyoncé never said. Jay-Z later admitted in his album 444 that he had cheated and almost lost his family because of it. He talked about how he wasn't emotionally ready for a real relationship and how therapy helped him face his issues. Jay-Z said the worst part was seeing the hurt in Beyoncé's eyes and realizing how badly he had messed up. Despite the scandal, Beyoncé chose to stay and work through it. They went to therapy and used their music as a way to process the betrayal. 10. Tristan Thompson. Tristan Thompson is probably more famous for cheating than for playing basketball at this point. His relationship with Khloe Kardashian has been a roller coaster of betrayal. It all started when Khloe was pregnant with their daughter, True. Just days before giving birth, videos surfaced of Tristan kissing other women in clubs. It was a huge mess, but Khloe still gave him another chance. But Tristan didn't stop. In 2019, he was caught up in a scandal with Jordyn Woods, who was Kylie Jenner's best friend. Jordyn was practically family, so this betrayal hit even harder. Jordyn admitted to kissing Tristan at a party, and it caused a massive fallout with the Kardashians. Even after all that drama, Khloe still tried to make things work for their daughter's sake. But guess what? Tristan cheated again. In 2021, it was revealed that he fathered a baby with another woman while he was supposedly back together with Khloe. That was the final straw for many fans who begged Khloe to leave him for good. Tristan's cheating has become so regular that it's almost a running joke on social media. Every time people see him trending, they assume it's because he cheated again. And they're usually right. His behavior has made it hard for people to take him seriously as a partner. 11. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal is a legend in basketball, but he wasn't exactly a legend at being a loyal husband. Shaq has openly admitted that he cheated on his ex-wife, Shawnee O'Neal, multiple times during their marriage. He didn't hide it or make excuses. In interviews and even in his autobiography, Shaq said it was his fault that their marriage ended. Shawnee tried to hold the family together, especially since they had 5 kids, but Shaq's cheating became too much. He admitted that he was greedy and didn't realize how much he was hurting his family. Shaq said he had everything, money, fame, and a beautiful wife, but still messed up. What's wild is that Shaq knew exactly what he was doing, and he still couldn't stop himself at the time. He's talked about how he regrets it now, especially because it affected his kids. Shaq and Shawnee eventually divorced in 2011, and she moved on to build her own success, becoming a TV producer and businesswoman. Even though Shaq's cheating damaged their marriage, he and Shawnee have kept a good co-parenting relationship, but the scars are still there. 12. Chris Brown. Chris Brown's relationship with Karrueche Tran was full of drama, and cheating was a huge part of it. They started dating after Chris's breakup with Rihanna, but it didn't take long for things to get messy again. Chris was caught cheating on Karrueche with multiple women, and one of the biggest scandals was when it came out that he fathered a child with another woman while still with Karrueche. Karrueche found out about the baby the same way the public did, through the news. Imagine finding out your boyfriend has a kid with someone else because TMZ reported it. That was a breaking point for her. Before that, Karrueche had already been dealing with rumors of Chris hooking up with his ex, Rihanna, again. The back and forth between Chris, Karrueche, and Rihanna was like a never-ending soap opera. Chris would post about Karrueche on social media, then get caught with other women days later. Karrueche eventually left Chris for good, saying she was tired of the lies and disrespect. She even got a restraining order against him after their breakup because things got so toxic. Chris has admitted that he was immature and didn't treat her right, but by then the damage was already done. 13. Future. Future is known for his music, but he's also known for being one of the biggest playboys in the industry. His relationship with Kiara was supposed to be different. They were engaged, had a son together, and everyone thought they were the next power couple. But nope, Future couldn't stay loyal. While Ciara was busy planning their wedding, Future was busy cheating with other women. There were rumors about him hooking up with his exes and random women during his tours. Kiara eventually called off the engagement when she couldn't take the cheating anymore. But that wasn't the end. After Ciara, Future kept getting involved in more cheating scandals. He has 8 kids with 8 different women, and it feels like every year someone new is claiming to have his baby. The man even got caught up in court cases because he allegedly denied some of his kids until paternity tests proved him wrong. Future has a reputation for being toxic in relationships, and he doesn't hide it. He often brags about his playboy lifestyle in his songs, making it part of his brand. His fans joke that being toxic is his superpower. But for the women involved, it's no joke. Ciara, on the other hand, moved on and married NFL star Russell Wilson, who treats her like a queen. 14. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey seemed like an odd match at first, but they actually made a cute couple. They got married and had twins, Monroe and Moroccan. For a while, it looked like Nick had scored the jackpot. But behind the scenes, Nick was struggling to stay faithful. Nick admitted that during their marriage, he cheated on Mariah. He said that being young and famous got to his head, and he made dumb choices. There were always rumors about Nick flirting and hooking up with other women when Mariah wasn't around. After their divorce, Nick went on to father children with multiple women. He now has over a dozen kids with different mothers, and he's open about living a polygamous lifestyle. But back when he was married to Mariah, cheating was one of the big reasons things fell apart. Nick has said in interviews that he regrets hurting Mariah, but at the same time, he believes he wasn't meant to be in a monogamous relationship. Today, he jokes about having a big family, but his cheating during his marriage was no laughing matter. 15. Gilbert Arenas. Gilbert Arenas, the former NBA star, had a messy and toxic relationship with Laura Govan. They were together for years and had 4 kids, but their relationship was filled with drama, lies, and constant cheating. Laura accused Gilbert of cheating on her with multiple women, including her own sister, Gloria Govan, who was dating another NBA player at the time. The betrayal was so bad that their fights became public, with both of them airing out their dirty laundry on social media. Gilbert, on the other hand, acted like he didn't care. He would troll Laura online, making fun of her while denying some of the cheating claims. But everyone around them knew Gilbert wasn't faithful. Their relationship was so toxic that they were constantly breaking up and getting back together, but the cheating never stopped. At one point, Laura even said Gilbert threw her out of their house and sold her engagement ring online just to be petty. Their co-parenting has also been a disaster, with them fighting over child support and custody in court. 16. Deion Sanders. Deion Sanders is a football legend, but his marriage to Pilar Sanders turned into a total disaster. Their divorce wasn't just messy, it was a full-blown war. The main reason? Deion's cheating. Pilar accused him of cheating with multiple women during their marriage, and it became a huge scandal. Pilar went public with the accusations, saying Deion was living a double life, acting like a family man on TV while sneaking around with other women behind her back. Their fights were so bad that they even got into physical altercations, and cops had to get involved. Deion didn't deny that the marriage was falling apart, but he acted like Pilar was just after his money. Meanwhile, Pilar claimed Deion was mentally abusive and that his cheating destroyed their family. The media ate up every detail because it was pure drama. Their divorce dragged on for years, with public insults, custody battles over their kids, and Pilar even got arrested once after a fight at Deion's house. Deion moved on quickly with Tracy Edmonds, a TV producer, while Pilar kept fighting in court for a fair settlement. Deion's messy divorce was wild, but the next story will make you facepalm even harder. This guy had it all: Halle Berry, fame, success, and still cheated like a fool. 17. Eric Benet. Eric Benet had it all. He was married to Halle Berry, who was at the peak of her career, but he still couldn't stay loyal. Eric admitted to cheating on Halle multiple times during their marriage. What made it worse is that Halle had already been through heartbreaks in her past, and Eric's betrayal cut deep. Eric later confessed that he had a dirty addiction, which he blamed for his cheating. He went to therapy to deal with it, but by then, the damage to his marriage was already done. Halle couldn't handle the constant lies and embarrassment, so she filed for divorce. Their split became a hot topic in the media because everyone was shocked that Eric would cheat on someone like Halle Berry. She was one of the most beautiful and successful actresses, and yet Eric still looked elsewhere. Eric has said in interviews that he regrets his actions and that he was an idiot for hurting Halle. But even after the divorce, his name is still attached to the cheating scandal whenever people talk about Halle's past relationships. 18. Nelly. Nelly and Ashanti were one of the cutest couples in the early 2000s. They dated for almost a decade, but behind the scenes, their relationship was full of trust issues. There were constant rumors that Nelly was cheating on Ashanti with different women. Ashanti never publicly confirmed it while they were together, but after their breakup, she opened up about being betrayed and lied to. She said she felt like she was being played and eventually realized she deserved better. Fans always speculated that Nelly's cheating was the reason for their breakup. He was seen partying with other women while still in a relationship with Ashanti, and it became clear that their bond wasn't as solid as it looked in public. The breakup was painful for Ashanti, but she bounced back and focused on her music and career. Years later, fans still talk about how Nelly fumbled the bag by cheating on her. Recently, the two have been seen reconnecting, but the past cheating scandals still hang over their heads. 19th. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg and his wife Shantae Broaddus have been together forever. They're high school sweethearts and have been married for decades. But just because they've been together a long time doesn't mean Snoop has always been faithful. Over the years, Snoop has been caught in multiple cheating rumors. From Instagram models to groupies on tour, Snoop's name has popped up in gossip blogs many times for allegedly messing around with other women. One of the biggest scandals happened in 2018 when an Instagram model named Selena Powell claimed she hooked up with Snoop and even shared DMs and videos as receipts. Snoop denied it, but the internet had a field day clowning him. Despite all the rumors, Shantae has stayed by his side. Snoop once even filed for divorce but called it off, saying he realized how much he loved his wife. He later admitted that his fame and lifestyle made it easy to get tempted, but he tries to be a better man now. Still, Snoop's image as a family man has taken hits because of these cheating stories. Even if Shantae forgave him, fans never forgot the scandals. 20. Omarion. Omarion and April Jones were a fan-favorite couple when they appeared on Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood. They had 2 kids together and seemed like a solid duo. But their relationship fell apart, and cheating rumors started flying. April hinted in interviews and on social media that Omarion wasn't as loyal as people thought. She never dropped specific names, but she talked about being lied to and disrespected, which fans took as a sign that Omarion had cheated. Their breakup was messy, but the drama didn't stop there. Things got even crazier when April started dating Omarion's B2K bandmate, Lil Fizz. That caused a lot of drama online, with people calling it the ultimate betrayal. Omarion, though, stayed super calm about it, earning him the nickname Unbothered King. But people still wondered if April's move was revenge for Omarion's past cheating. Omarion never admitted to cheating, but the rumors have stuck with him. Even after all the drama, he's focused on co-parenting their kids and keeping his personal life private. 21st. Nae Yo. Nae Yo's relationships have been filled with cheating scandals. He was first engaged to Monyetta Shaw, and they were supposed to be endgame. But Nae Yo cheated on her, which broke up their engagement. Monyetta later revealed that she had her tubes tied because Nae Yo told her he didn't want more kids, only for him to go and have kids with other women after their breakup. That hurt her deeply. Nae Yo then married Crystal Smith, but even that relationship wasn't safe from his cheating habits. Crystal publicly accused Nae Yo of being unfaithful and having a baby with another woman during their marriage. She aired him out on Instagram, saying she was tired of pretending everything was okay while he was living a double life. Nae Yo admitted that he made mistakes and apologized, but Crystal had enough. They went through a messy divorce, but somehow they reconciled and even renewed their vows. However, the peace didn't last long. Crystal filed for divorce again in 2022, saying Nae Yo had fathered a child with another woman while they were still married. Nae Yo's cheating has followed him throughout his love life, and fans often call him out for never learning from his mistakes. 22nd. Columbus Short. Columbus Short was doing great on the TV show Scandal. He played a fan-favorite character, but his real life was a total mess. His marriage to Taney McCall was full of cheating, abuse, and public fights. It got so bad that it didn't just ruin his marriage, it destroyed his career. Taney accused Columbus of cheating on her with multiple women, but that wasn't even the worst part. She also claimed he was abusive, both physically and emotionally. There were police reports, restraining orders, and tons of messy court battles. Columbus even admitted in interviews that his personal life spiraled out of control because of drugs, alcohol, and infidelity. The drama reached a boiling point when Columbus was arrested for domestic violence. Right after that, he got fired from Scandal. Shonda Rhimes, the show's creator, doesn't play around with bad press, and Columbus's behavior was too much to cover up. His divorce from Taney was ugly, with both sides accusing each other of lies and manipulation. but most of the public sided with Taney because the evidence against Columbus kept piling up. Even after losing his marriage and job, Columbus kept getting into trouble with the law, which made his situation even worse. His cheating and abusive behavior turned what could have been a successful Hollywood career into a cautionary tale of self-destruction. 23. Anthony Anderson. Anthony Anderson is known for being funny and charming on shows like Blackish, but his marriage hasn't always been picture perfect. He's been married to his wife, Alvina Stewart, for decades, but their relationship has had major ups and downs, especially because of cheating rumors. Over the years, there have been several reports that Anthony cheated on Alvina. The rumors got so bad that Alvina filed for divorce in 2015, citing irreconcilable differences. People assumed the cheating was the main reason, even though neither of them talked publicly about it. Surprisingly, they reconciled after a couple of years. Alvina withdrew the divorce papers, and the two were seen together again. Anthony said that therapy and honest conversations helped them work through their issues. He admitted that fame can put a lot of pressure on relationships, and he wasn't always the best husband in the past. Even though they patched things up, cheating rumors have never really gone away. Fans often bring it up in gossip blogs, but the couple has kept a low profile since reconciling. It seems like they've chosen to move forward, but the cheating stories still follow Anthony whenever his marriage is mentioned. Which one shocked you the most? Tell me in the comments and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.